Hello dear students, my name is Devashish Padi. Today we will discuss project scheduling. So in the last class, we have discussed about software project management. Then we will discuss different types of project management tools. And in project management tools, we have discussed about Gantt chart, PERT chart, and work breakdown structure. So by using these different types of tools, today we will discuss project scheduling. And project scheduling is nothing but the time duration of the project. Time duration of the project means time required to complete the project. So to determine the amount of time required, we have different types of tools. That is nothing but my Gantt chart, PERT chart or work breakdown structure. So let us start with project scheduling. So project task scheduling is a significant project planning activity. So project scheduling comes under project planning. It decides which function would be taken off when. We have already know that in a project different types of functions are present. So in project scheduling, it decides which function is executed first and which function is executed last. To schedule the project plan, a software project manager wants to do the following. We have already discussed about in a software project management, the head is known as project manager, and project manager also do the project scheduling. So he do the different tasks. So first he identify all the functions which are needed to complete the project. First he determine the different functions. Then the project manager breaks the large function into small parts. If we break the large problem into small parts, then development will be easy and finding out the error will be also easy. Then the project manager determine different types of dependency among different functions. How one function is dependent on another functions. Okay. Or one function's result will be dependent on another functions. Then he determine the time duration in which the function will be completed. Then he allocate different types of resources to different parts of the functions. Then he plans when the project will start and when the project will end, the beginning and ending date of the project. Then he determine the critical path of the project. So in this way, the project manager schedules the different functions. First is known as identifying different functions. Large functions can be breaks into different parts. Then determine the dependency. Then time duration of the project. Allocate different types of resources. Then plan the beginning and ending date. Then determine the critical path. Then what is the first is there? The first method in scheduling a software plan involves, here this is the first is, identify all the functions. Identifying different types of function required to complete the project. Okay. How he can identify which function is required and which is not? Now first the project manager understand the project in a good manner, understand the project well, so that he know where the risk arises or how to resolve the different types of risk. Okay. Next, what is the next things? After identifying the different functions, now large functions are divided into different parts. Then the next thing is work breakdown structure. Okay. In case of work breakdown structure, the whole project is divided into different parts, and each part can be given to a software engineer, so that that part will be executed in a good manner. After all the parts executed, then he merged the different parts to combine the project. Okay. So work breakdown structure formalism supports the manager to break down the function systematically. After the project manager has broken down the purpose and construct the workbench structure, he has to find the dependency among the different activities. Okay. After breaking down the different functions into different parts, he has to find out the dependency among the different activities. Okay. And dependency can be determined the order in which the events are carried out. So let us consider that there are two activities are there, activity A and activity B. If activity B depends on activity A or depends on the result of activity A, then activity A will be executed first, and after that activity B will be executed. That doesn't matter, that doesn't mean that all the functions present in a project are dependent. There are some functions are there in a project that must be independent of all the functions. Okay. So in general, the function dependencies describe a partial ordering among the functions, in which order the function will be executed. That is, each service may precede a subset of other functions, but some functions might not have any precedence ordering describing between them. Some functions adopt the preceding order, or some functions does not adopt any preceding functions. Then the dependency among the activities is defined in the pattern of an activity network. Okay. Then the dependency can be determined by the help of an activity network. Then once the activity network has been processed out, different types of resources are allocated to every activity. How the resources are allocated? By the help of Gantt chart. After the resource allocation has been completed, PERT chart is developed, and generally PERT chart is useful for monitoring and control. So during the scheduling process, we have to adopt Gantt chart for resource allocation, PERT chart for monitoring the project, and work breakdown structure is generally used for find out the dependency among the different functions. So this is nothing but my project scheduling. Okay. And for task scheduling, the project plan needs to decompose the project function into set of activities. Okay, same thing. Decompose means divide. The time frame when every activity is to be performed is to be determined. Okay, time must be important. Okay, in which time the functions are executed, or the time duration of different functions. The end of every action is called as milestone. If one action is completed, if the execution of one function is completed, that is called as my milestone. If the milestone is delayed, okay, milestone is starting get delayed, then the project manager handle the different activities in a suitable manner. Okay, so this is nothing but my project scheduling. Thank you.